If you're looking for the best sports memorabilia and card break room on the internet, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tonight's action will move fast, so we want to prep you for what you're about to see on your screen. First, the all-important dice roll number. At the top of the show, the host will randomize a series of numbers. The number selected from the randomizer will become the dice roll number for the entire show. Meaning every mystery box that is broken, the names of every collector will be placed on a list and randomized using the dice roll number for the show. Next, you see this black ticker down here? This shows you which numbers are still available in each and every Ultimate Autographs mystery box series. When a break fills or sells out, the host will ask for a number. This is where you make your selection from. Simply type a number in the chat, and the host will pick the first number they see. Throughout the show, you may see two different types of breaks, divisional and top spot. Divisional breaks are most common. In this format, all 8 individuals who enter a football-themed break will be positioned next to one of 8 football divisions after their names are randomized using the show's dice roll number. When the mystery box is opened, the football division of the team represented in that mystery box becomes the winning division. The lucky collector whose name is randomly placed next to that football division takes home the signed piece of authenticated memorabilia. Our top spot format is typically reserved for giveaways, college-themed series, and non-football breaks. In a top spot break, all names are added to a list. They are randomized using the show's dice roll number. At the end of the randomization, the name at the top becomes the winner of the signed item or prize. Breaking sports memorabilia has never been easier or more fun than it is in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Remember, every mystery box series you see on the show can also be purchased as a personal mystery box that is either shipped directly to your home for you to open, or you can request to have it opened on a future Ultimate Autographs Live Breaks broadcast. Also, while you're waiting for your break to fill, we encourage you to look around ultimateautographs.com to see if you find a piece of memorabilia you love and want to add to your collection. And don't forget, every live break spot you purchase will earn you Signature Club points if you are enrolled, which you can exchange for exciting UA prizes and store credit. All right, the time has come. Let's break some certified, authentic sports memorabilia in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tell 'em, boys.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Kamen here with Mike. We've got a great show for you today. A lot of big names in the break room. Emmitt Smith is out there in the pigskin footballs and the minis. Tom Brady out there in the jerseys. I think all headliners left in the primetime helmets. We're not deep into those. A lot of good stuff in the room. Plus, we have this Mike Ditka mini mic. This is going away to one of our customers today. We've got a free giveaway for some of our highest spending customers so far. It is going to be a lot of fun in the break room today. I'm looking forward to it. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. I am also looking forward to seeing some fire here in the break room. You said big names. I thought you were talking maybe like Christopher, Alexander, ones that are considerable in length.
Sure.
But, no, you were talking about big personality,
well,
big names in the sport.
Tom Brady is a short name. That's what, 8 letters for first and last name. He is out there in the Riddle jerseys. We are going to get the program started with our dice roller. You guys know how we do this. We need 6 or higher to play. How about an 8? My favorite number. That works pretty good. Hopefully that brings us some good luck. Oh, I hit cancel. Let me see. Dice roll 8. Not cancel. Okay, come on now. And let's see what we're chasing. Wheel of names for our chase item. Let's see what we got here, Mike.
What do we got? What do we got?
Oh, my. Well, you kind of alluded to it earlier, hanging headliners.
Hey, let's hang out with those headliners.
That series is really good. Got incredible names. I mean, Stephen Curry, Derek Jeter, big list of headliners, Aaron Rodgers. You can't go wrong with that series. Pretty much everything is a headliner in that series. I mean, Drew Brees and Dan Marino didn't make the cut for headliners in that series. So
Yeah.
We do have a break filled up already, Mike, though, which is good.
We do.
We got the Primetime Platinum helmets. These are all full-size authentics. If you're on that break, drop us a box number. We just debuted these a few days ago. I don't think any headliners have been pulled. If you in the chat have seen a headliner pulled, please let us know. But this is the great list of headliners in here. I mean, this is just loaded. We got Deion Primetime Sanders himself, perhaps the greatest corner of all time, Jerome Bettis, a top 5 to 10 running back in NFL history, Lawrence Taylor, best defensive player ever, Terrell Davis, one of the all-time great running backs. I mean, Edgerrin James, another one. And here's one that I really like in here, Mike. Marvin Harrison. I think that's the first time we've had him in our break room.
Marv.
So, Marv is top 5 in many receiving all-time categories, including catches for the Colts. So, catch machine, Marv Harrison.
You know, Marvin Harrison would have been perfect person for the nickname Marvin the Martian.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, Marvin the Martian, the cartoon character. But you know who's nicknamed the Martian now? Jason Dominguez, the prospect for the New York
I thought you were about to say Jason Derulo.
No,
like,
not Jason
okay,
Derulo.
You threw me off there.
Jason Dominguez, prospect for the Yankees. His nickname is the Martian.
There you go. Well, I want to see Marvin Harrison. I mean, that I literally, he doesn't sign that often, I believe, Mike.
I don't see his stuff very often.
Okay, so that would be a very unique headliner. We haven't had Terrell Davis in here either. We had him on a Dutch item earlier, but this is the first that I'm seeing of Terrell Davis, like actual non-Dutch item in perfect shape. And I know Larry Rosslin's in that break. He probably wants that. So
Larry came in for the clothes.
Larry came in for the clothes. All right, Christopher Pesta, Brian Steiner, Micah Gregory, Dominic Veluso, and Larry Rossland. Guys, I'm going to head to the randomizer for the box number. If you guys want to buzzer beat me, you are more than welcome to. We're going to go 8 times on the randomizer for our box number. You know what? No need. Larry's going with 8. 8 is my lucky number. Good call, Larry.
The Ocho.
I'm sure Larry's looking for Terrell Davis. Larry, do you have a Terrell Davis? If you do, let us know, because that, again, that's new in our break room. We have a lot of good Broncos stuff coming in and out of the break room. But other than that Dutch item, I have not seen him in our break room yet. Let me move Mr. Ditka out of the way.
Ditka.
Yep, Larry does have one. Okay.
Cool.
Well, that is cool. Wait, how about another, Larry? You can never go wrong with
another one.
Another one, DJ Khaled. 8 times, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think Micah Gregory will be the AFC West. Christopher Pesta should be up top in the NFC North. He's a big Cowboy fan. I'm sure he's looking for that prime time.
Yeehaw.
All right, so Christopher Pesta, as I said, you're in the NFC North. Micah Gregory, NFC South. Dom Veluso, NFC East. Micah, you've got the NFC West. Larry in the AFC North, which could be that bus helmet. Brian Steiner in the South. Christopher Pesta in the East. And Micah Gregory in the West. Larry just got home. Saw you send a few emails. I'll get back to them in a bit. Bob and Larry are looking to deal, looking to trade.
Little wheel and deal.
Wheel and dealing. All right, here we go. Primetime helmets. First break of the day. First of many, I hope, Mike. I know we're knocking off spots now.
We are.
All right.
Knocking them down, folks.
Knocking them down. What a start. My lucky number. How about it? Jerome the Bus Bettis on the retro Steelers helmet. One of the all-time great running backs.
Wow.
Jerome Bettis, 8th all-time in rushing yards. Tied for 11th all-time in rush TDs. The boss. AFC North. Box number mojo. Closer mojo. Larry. How about it? Very, very nice. Larry Rossland. Jerome Bettis.
That's a sick hit.
That is a sick hit. Full-size authentic.
Wow.
And we were in here talking about this helmet on Friday with James. We were thinking maybe it's an amp, but Bob says it's just an old school Steelers helmet. But it looks really nice. I mean, this is clean.
That's really cool.
That's one of the coolest helmets I've seen in here. Nice hit, says Nick Lester. Dom says, yeah, I'm a Finns fan. All right, Dom. All right, Larry.
Nice hit, Larry.
I know James, one of our co-hosts, likes to say this: if you participate in the chat, you win. Well, there you go. Participation in the chat, man. Congratulations.
That's more than just a participation award.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. Well, if that's not a good start, I don't know what is, man. That's about as good as we can get started. I mean, realistically, that's sweet.
All right, folks, we are really close. We're getting down there. We got 5 left on the Riddle jerseys, 5 left on pigskin autograph footballs. Those are our closest breaks right now. We've got a slot knocked off of on-deck circle baseball bats. Otherwise, we are wide open here on the breaks page, folks. So hop on in and get your spots.
There you go. It's a 60s style helmet they wore for a few games each season from 2007 to 2011, says Bob Boulay.
Cool.
Sweet. Michael is saying I have 2 Cowboys authentic helmets and 3 autographed pictures. Hit me up if anyone wants to trade or buy. There you go.
All right.
All right.
Michael, great name.
Michael, I like it.
I like your username 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 1 2 2 3. I like how 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 was probably taken. They were like, oh, I'm gonna go like 0 1 2 3, and they're like, oh, 0 1 2 3 is taken. Like, dang it. Fine.
Oh.
0 1 2 2 3.
That's awesome. All right, so Mike, this is for you and also for the chat.
Yes.
Let me know, guys, if you guys have seen any of these guys pulled, because I personally, in the break room, have not seen the Emmitt Smith football pulled, or the Marshall Faulk, or the Tyreek Hill. We've had a few personals, but most of them have actually been by Cody Neff, opened on the air.
I have not seen
any
of those.
Let me know if any of you guys have seen those pulled, because we have 5 boxes left. There's a good chance we can pull 3 headliners in the last 5 boxes. So it is possible those went home on personals, but have not seen Emmitt Smith football get pulled, have not seen Marshall Faulk football get pulled, 2 of the great running backs, Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher in NFL history, and haven't seen the Cheetah, fastest receiver in the game. So hop into the pigskin footballs, guys. We can pull a lot of those guys today. So would love to pull those headliners. I think that's our closest break. I put it up because I think it's 5 away, Mike.
5 and 5, both Riddler and Pigskin, or Riddle and Pigskin. Sorry.
Okay,
Riddle.
perfect.
We
Riddle.
just get in order though, so let's see when we knock down some slots in here. Eric Germani hopping in with a spot in.
Let's go, Eric.
Okay, knocking down another spot in Out with the Old Minis.
Perfect.
2 spots have been taken. Those are the 2 most recent orders, actually. Michael Lepre and Eric Germani.
Okay, well, let's throw that one up because that is typically our hottest series in the room. And speaking of headliners that haven't been pulled, I don't think I've seen Emmitt Smith or Terry Bradshaw get pulled in this series. Again, if you folks in the chat have seen those, let me know. Haven't had very many personals in this series either. I think Lynn Swan and Fran Tarkenton I haven't seen pulled either. So if you folks in the chat have seen those pulled, let us know. But in theory, we could pull Emmitt Smith and Terry Bradshaw today. Those are some big name headliners. Terry Bradshaw, another name that doesn't sign very often, Mike.
Hey, you could have got a name in the game.
That's right. 4-time Super Bowl champ, looks like a yellow on the Steelers' black eclipse. So that's pretty cool. Watched probably Europe's 2 best teams play to a 2-2 draw this morning, and now watching the Masters, says Bob. I watched the same game, Bob. I literally watched the entire game, and as soon as it ended, I left for work here. So that was an incredible game. Liverpool and Man City. I don't know if I'd say maybe 2 of the top 3 teams. I think Bayern Munich personally is better than both, Bob. But other than Bayern Munich, those might be the 2 best teams in the world. Nick traded us Heinz Ward Lunar. Only thing he has now for Steelers is Mitch Trubisky Duke football.
The Duke football is awesome. Those are the pigskin leather footballs. And hey, Bob, I've got a quick question for you. Since you're watching the Masters now, I saw on FanDuel's Instagram page that somebody from New Jersey placed a pre-Masters bet of $150,000 on Scotty Scheffler to win the Masters, with a payout of $2.7 million. And he is 3 strokes ahead going into the final day. What do you think about that, Bob? Was that you?
So the only reason why I know it's not Bob is because he tells us that he dabbles in the stock market, says a better ROI, return on investment, than sports betting, which is true. But for that specific sports bettor, you can't get better return on investment.
Yeah.
And for his sake, you and I talked about this off the air, Mike. We're both cheering for him.
Absolutely, I'm cheering for him. I hope he wins.
Yeah. That was me, says Jason Amer. Jason, there you go, man. Well, hey, you're about to win a lot of money. Hop into the break room because you're about to be a rich man. Oh, that's great. Awesome. That is great.
Yeah, I saw that today that they posted that, and I was like, wow, that is first off, that's a lot of money. And that's just like, to guess any one individual is gonna win any PGA tournament is crazy.
What was the payout again? I know 150,000 to pay out.
2.7 million.
Oh my gosh.
$2.7 million.
That's incredible. Oh man. I wish to be one of those guys one day. You know, I dabble in the betting.
Cash out is right now, because they do like the.
See, that's a tricky question, because the cash out might be like 800,000 or something. But do you cash out? Because then I feel like you lost so much. I mean, because he's up 3 strokes, but 3 strokes isn't like a ton. I think the third place guy, though, is maybe 5 back. So
sure. I
know he's at like minus 200 something right now. So he is more likely to win according to betting favorites, but I'm not sure.
He is, but there was the FanDuel posted last week on their Instagram that somebody would have won like $80,000 on their $50 bet, but cashed out at like $800. Oh, is that brutal? Oh.
He was like plus 1,700. Cameron Smith was plus 1,600. Mike, looks like we closed out the pigskins.
Yep, I'm catching up on these orders.
Oh, you're good, man. You're doing good. Thank you very much to everyone for hopping in and making the orders happen. Chasing that Emmitt Smith in the pigskin footballs. We got Nicholas Lester's in here ordering big orders. Larry Rossland, Nick Amaro, Eric Germani, Michael Lepre, Dominic Veluso, Eric again, Michael again, Sean Plazola's in here, Michael Crisp, Richard Rolfe, Larry Rossland. Those are all the folks, Micah Gregory too. Don't want to forget about you, Micah. Those are all the folks who have placed orders this morning. Got a lot of big names in the break room, guys, specifically in the pigskin footballs and the minis. That's where you guys are headed now. Let's keep ripping those. And I think, Mike, I believe we have one hidden hydro left in the hydro helmets. So that would be fun to pull today as well.
Yes, I believe you are correct.
I believe.
Not entirely certain.
Yeah, not 100% sure, but I know that I think we had 5 hidden hydros, and I think we've only pulled 4.
Okay.
So that could be good too.
Let me get this pigskin list ready for you here.
So pigskin footballs, guys, just 5 boxes left. I would love to close out that series, this show, for sure tonight. The goal is to definitely have that done by the end of the day. I mean, we could pull Emmitt Smith, Marshall Faulk, a lot of big names potentially in there.
There you go.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. We've got Jason Amer, who's gonna win $2.7 million apparently. Sean Plazola, Dominic Veluso, Michael Lepre, Eric Germani, and Nicholas Lester, who's a big Cowboys fan. He probably wants that Emmitt Smith ball. Guys, let us know on whatever box you guys would like. I'll give you guys a few minutes there. Otherwise, I'll let the randomizer pick. 19, 38, 40, 43, and 45. 5 boxes left.
I have a feeling Kamen's got the hot hand today, guys. So get your orders in.
There you go.
The bus to start a Sunday. I mean, buses don't even run on Sunday.
That's right. Jerome Bettis. I like it. Hey, Mike, I got to agree with Jason Amer.
What is
He's saying he's going to buy ultimate autographs with his money and give us raises.
Hey.
So, all right, Jason, sign me up. Sign me up. It looks like Jason was first on that call. He had 19, Nick had 45, Eric had 40. So Jason Amer coming through first on my end.
What did he have?
19.
19. Box 19. 19 is right.
All right, box 19. Thank you very much, guys. Pigskin footballs. 19. Thank you very much, Mike. All right, we got to randomize you guys for your divisions. Nick says 45 is the money hit. Okay, Nick, maybe we can do 45 next time. You came in second, by the way. You were just barely behind Jason. Scheffler up by 1 shot after 2 holes. Okay, the lead is fading. Oh, Jason, I don't know. He may not be able to buy Ultimate.
But better pull the trigger on that cash out.
Can pull the trigger. Are you sweating at that point? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's just a terrible decision to have to make.
I would guess that, like, they've got enough money that they could risk losing $150,000.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. That's the hope, man. That is the hope. All right, we're going 8 times for our divisions. Jason Amer should be in the AFC West, which is what Chris is calling out. Sean Plazola should be up top in the NFC North. I say that for myself, Mike, because I want to make sure the list is right. You know, the copy and paste sometimes doesn't cooperate, but it did that time because, Sean, you've got the North and the South. Eric G in the NFC East could be the Emmett Smith ball. Dom Veluso, NFC West. Nicholas Lester, AFC North. Michael Lepre, AFC South. Nick's got the AFC East. And Jason Amer, AFC West. Chris Roberts on Friday, Mike, was just calling everything. Like divisions, box numbers. I mean, it was just automatic. So keep that in mind here, guys, as Chris has predicted the AFC West. Okay. No cert there, but let's see what we got in here. Mike, my goodness, I listed off all those headliners that were still left. It's actually one of the ones I didn't list off that is in here.
Oh my gosh, we missed one?
Headliner heaven, Darius Leonard with the Indianapolis Colts. One of the best linebackers in the game, Mr. All-Pro, Pro Bowler, Mr. 100-plus tackle machine, Darius Leonard out there in the AFC South. Michael Lepre, congratulations on Darius. Oh, undo. Look at that. I made the whole list blue. I just want to make Mr. Michael Lepre blue. There you go.
And you get a win, and you get a win.
My. Headliner hitting box 19. So that's crazy. Because we might have like 3 headliners left potentially. At least got to be 1 or 2 for sure.
At least.
The remaining 2 boxes. Again, we've had some personals, but most of the personals have been our guy Cody Neff, and he's opened them on the air.
Yes, indeed.
So, Darius Leonard, Michael Lepre, congratulations on a headliner hit. Great linebacking core for the Colts. Darius Leonard at the top of that list.
All right, folks, we are really close. Larry just brought us 1 spot away from the Riddle jerseys. We are 2 spots away from out with the old mini double box break.
Let's go. That was crazy.
You believe in closer magic? Oh, now's your chance.
Well, Larry closed last time and won.
I think he's feeling it.
He's feeling it. Well, he's already got a Jerome Bettis helmet, and I think he might have had 2 slots in there, but he definitely made up his money on that one for sure.
No joke.
No joke.
Actually, we're getting down there on a lot of stuff. 2 left in out with the old mini doubles, 1 left in the Riddle jerseys, 5 left in prime time platinum number 2. Wide open on the rest. Don't forget, everybody, hanging headliners is the chase for today.
Absolutely. And
Chris Roberts.
Chris Roberts with the close?
Nope, he brought us 1 away from out with the old.
There you go, Chris. Hey, guys, all box numbers are on the ticker in out with the old. We have 11 boxes left in the room. All box numbers are on the ticker. Got a whole bunch of headliners left out there in that series, including, I believe, Emmitt Smith and Terry Bradshaw. Another series we've had very few personals on, so a lot of good stuff left in that one for sure.
Got the Riddle coming up for you in just a moment.
All right, Riddle is sold out. Thank you very much, guys. Riddle jersey. You guys know the big name in there is Tom Brady, and you guys got some clues to win an authentic helmet as well.
There you go.
So, Riddle number 1. We got Richard Rolfe, Michael Crisp, Dominic Veluso, Michael Lepre, Ryan Murray, Chris Roberts, Larry Rossland, and Eric Germani, guys. Let me know on a box number. Riddle me this jerseys, 20, 23, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35. That series is out of 75. So we have a lot of those jerseys left, which means a lot of good stuff left. Chris Roberts going with 30, Mike.
All right, 30. Let me go grab that. 30.
You know Chris's theory, right? I think we've talked about this before. But he believes in like the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s. Like he thinks those numbers are the good ones.
Okay, fair enough. Here you go, the Dirty 30.
The Dirty 30. It's our area code, the 630. Mike, growing up in Elmhurst.
right.
We call it the Dirty 630.
The 3630.
Awesome. All right, throw you guys into the randomizer. Chris Roberts already has a Brady jersey. He's looking for another one.
I gotta have a matching pair.
That's right. All right, 5. Come on, 6, 7. One more click. 8th and final click for your divisions. Michael Crisp should be up top in the North. Larry Rossland out in the AFC West, where he can win a Bronco.
Real life horse.
That's right.
Cool.
Yeah. The Emmett is gone in the jerseys. Nick, yes. Chris Roberts called the Emmett on box 22 on Friday. But that's okay. A lot of good stuff still left. And Emmitt Smith, I believe, is out there in the footballs and minis still. Michael Crisp, you've got the NFC North. Richard Roth in the NFC South. Eric Germani, NFC East. I think Eric is an Eagles guy. Ryan Murray in the NFC West. Chris Roberts, AFC North. He's going to call it out that division's going to win. We got Dom Veluso in the South. Michael Lepre in the East. And Larry Rossland, as I said, out in the AFC West. Chris Roberts is saying, give me Lamar. Chris is a big Lamar Jackson fan, Mike. He wants that Lamar. All right. Oh, there we go. I'm like, where's my box cutter? There it is. All right. Well, Larry Rossland, my guy, is on fire right now, Larry. We got ourselves an AFC West hit, PSA certified, Will Shields, and he inscribed it 223 games played. Will Shields, one of the all-time great offensive linemen. He is a 12-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 4-time second-team All-Pro. Of course, Mike, a pro and college football Hall of Famer. Will Shields played 223 games. He'll tell you. Very nice.
Nice hit.
Nice hit. Larry again. It's Larry's day so far. And that time he did it with one spot, so not bad. Will Shields. All right.
Big Willie style.
Hey, man. He blocked for some great Chief running backs.
That's very true.
You need an offensive lineman. I know they're, you ask the quarterbacks and running backs, they'll tell you. Who's your favorite guy? The O-lineman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Will Shields. All right. I'm going to channel my inner Mike here with this jersey folding.
All right.
I told you this before on the air, Mike, but I watched one of your shows, your breaking shows.
Yes.
Just to see how you folded the jerseys, because I was wildly impressed by your folding.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
I'm just here to learn. All right. That's not bad at all right there.
We got stuff just flying off the shelves.
Flying off the shelves?
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. It's PSA certed, by the way. There's your cert. We got the minis coming up next, I think.
Minis coming up next. Pigskin number 2 on deck.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Nick is looking for some cowboy stuff. Asking Richard Cox. Michael saying, hit me up, man. I got the cowboy stuff.
All right.
All right. Nice. You owe me a ginger ale, Mike.
Dang it. I love ginger ale.
All right. Chris is already ready. He's calling 35 and 42 on the minis.
All right.
Let's get those off the ticker here.
35 and 42.
Sweet. So nine minis left, guys, after we do those two.
5, 4, 2. If you make it a song, it's easier to remember.
It probably is. All right, so we got a lot of Cowboy fans in this one. Chris and Nick Lester looking for Emmitt Smith.
Nice.
Emmitt and Bradshaw need to be found, says Chris. Okay.
I couldn't agree more.
Chris is a Terry Bradshaw fan too. That's actually a name that he wanted in here a while ago, and we listen to our customers, Mike.
That's right.
They ask for something. We try and make it happen to the best we can.
Scary Terry.
6, 7. One more click. 8th and final time. We got our divisions. All right, I'm going to go low to high. So I'll start with 35. the Big Hurt. We got Nick Lester in the NFC North, Eric in the NFC South, Nicholas Lester in the NFC East, home of its Cowboys, Larry Roslin in the NFC West, Nicholas Lester in the AFC North, Chris Roberts, you've got the AFC South, Nick Amaro in the AFC East. I think he's a Patriots fan, I believe. I know he really wanted that Brady. Michael Lepre in the AFC West, which has been a very, very hot division so far, Mike.
Yes, it has.
Very hot division. All right, we'll start with 35 first. 35. All right, 3-5.
The old 3-5.
Well, what did we say? The AFC West is hot? How about another one in the words of DJ Khaled? We got ourselves Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare, one of the best nicknames in sports. Mr. Okoye led the NFL in rush yards in 1989. 1980, he was first-team All-Pro that year, two-time Pro Bowler, one of the best nicknames in sports. Michael Lepre. You got yourself Christian Okoye.
Jeez. Michael Lepre. You and Larry today, huh?
They're killing.
They're going at it.
AFC West is killing. Nick Amaro says wanted that Brady, but Niners all the way. Okay, good to know, Nick. Thank you very much, man. I mean, who wouldn't want the Brady? Brady was a Niners fan growing up. He didn't grow up too far from San Fran. Christian Okoye. All right. I'm just glad we're saying his name right, because I know for the longest time we were saying Michael Lepre, and it's Lepre. We got it down there for you, Mike.
He's like, no, it's pronounced Michael.
Michael. Some people like going by Mike or Michael. They don't want the other. I know you go by both, actually. To us, you're Mike, but I know other folks call you Michael.
Pretty much everybody outside of here calls me Michael.
Okay.
Everybody calls me Mike here because easier to say on the air, easier to remember.
Sure.
And I've learned in my time that no matter how many times you introduce yourself as Michael, people will always call you Mike.
There you go. All right, box 42 is called out by Chris Roberts. 4-2. We were in 35 first, 42 second. We keep naming headliners we think are out there, Mike, and we end up pulling other headliners.
Jeez, who we got this time?
Crazy. We got Bob Greasy.
Wow.
Bob Greasy, quarterback of that 17-0 Dolphins team, the only team to win the Super Bowl and win every game. Yes, Bob Boulay, I know he was injured. He wasn't there for all the games, but he is, of course, a two-time Super Bowl champ, a pro and college football Hall of Famer. Bob Greasy on the Lunar. That is the AFC East. Nick Amaro, we're just talking about you, man.
There you go, Nick.
Bob Greasy, very nice.
Breaking up the Larry and Mike show. Larry and Michael show over here.
I guess it's a common name type of day where like Michael, Nick, Larry, like those names you see a lot, they are taking home dubs left and right. So a lot of headliners left in the break room, looks like, Mike.
Hey, Larry, were you born a Larry or were you born a Lawrence?
That's a good question. All
I don't know. Or were you born a Larison?
Larry. I feel like it was not a Larison, but I could be wrong.
Larison Ford, famous actor.
Harrison Ford. I like
Ford.
it.
Larry Ford.
One of the richest actors.
He is pretty rich.
All right. Up next, we have Pigskin number 2, Sean Plazola, Nicholas Lester, Eric Germani, and Jose Alcala, our resident teacher in the break room. Drop us a box number, guys. Drop us a box number.
We're getting down there, folks, on Primetime Platinum number 2, 2 spots away.
Yes, let's go. Jerome Bettis coming out of the first box. I can't wait to see what comes out of the second. So Sean, our resident 49ers fan. Nicholas Lester, a big Cowboys fan. Eric, I think, is an Eagles guy. Jose Alcala, I think, is a Niners fan as well. So
I think he is.
Got a lot of good folks in there, guys. Drop us a box number 45. Nick Lester told us earlier 45 is the money number.
The comeback.
Let's find out.
Is that what we got? We called it out?
Oh, yeah, it was Nick Lester. He was just late getting it last time.
Uh-huh.
He gets it in this time. Box 4-5.
45 of 45.
Very nice. I think 45 was the Brady in the Hydros, too.
Okay, well, who knows?
So, I don't know. Maybe 45 is a pretty good number.
Could be hot.
That's Pedro Martinez. I'm trying to think of famous 45s. I think that's Booby Miles in
Booby Miles!
in Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
So, that's a classic number.
It's classic. It's classic name.
It is 7. One more click for our divisions. 8th and final time. Sean, you should be up top. In the NFC North, Eric Germani, you should be at the bottom in the AFC West, which has been really hot. I think we still have a Tyreek Hill out there, I believe, in this series, so really good. So yeah, Sean, you've got the North and the South. Nicholas Lester, you can get the Emmitt Smith potentially with the NFC East. That's your team, that's your guy. Jose Ocala, NFC West, he's a 49ers fan. He's in the right division as well. Nicholas has the other AFC divisions except for the West, which is Eric Germani. He's got the AFC West. 45 is Tug McGraw from the 69 Mets, with the father of country star Tim McGraw. There you go. Chris is saying NFC North, by the way. Let's see.
We're gonna find out right now.
Got to find out. Pigskin football. 4-5. Let's see what we got here. 45 is pretty money. It is money. It is a headliner. We said we had him out there. How about Marshall Faulk on the Colts football? One of the all-time great running backs, a former league MVP, a former Super Bowl champ, one of the very best to ever do it. 8th all-time with 100 rushing touchdowns, 12th all-time in rushing yards. Marshall Faulk, and he was known as a Ram, but this is Marshall Faulk on his OG team, the Colts, the AFC South. Nicholas Lester, you were right, man. That was a money ball. Both pigskin football so far, Mike. AFC South Colt headliner hits.
Crazy.
How about it, Nick? Marshall Faulk, one of my favorite players growing up. I thought him and LaDainian Tomlinson were probably the two best running backs I saw growing up. I mean, Jerome Bettis is in that discussion as well. But these two guys can also catch the ball and did just everything.
They did it all.
Nice, says Nicholas Lester. I don't know about you, Mike, but for me, one of my first, obviously the Bears, but other than the Bears, one of the first teams I liked was the Rams' Greatest Show on Turf.
Okay, fair enough.
Those guys were awesome to watch.
I was not into football when I was a kid.
Okay.
I was not into football until I was in college, probably.
What were you doing? Pokemon cards?
No, I was into baseball. Baseball and running.
Okay.
Baseball and running. When I was a kid, I was really into basketball. Baseball and basketball. Middle school, high school, baseball and running.
Okay.
But yeah, I was really, really not into football until I was an adult.
There you go. I loved all those sports as a kid. I was kind of immediately hooked. Soccer was my first true love, but football, baseball, basketball, it's all great. A lot of great stuff here in the break room and a lot of great sports. Primetime number 2 is next. We got Nicholas Lester in here again, Larry Rossland, Steve Myers, first order of the day, Christopher Pesta, Dominic Veluso, and Charles V. Charles is new as of Friday. Charles, welcome back to the break room. Obviously had a fun time on Friday. He's back for some more. Drop us a box number, folks. Drop us a box number on those. And see, we did 19 on the pigskin footballs, I believe, was the Darius Leonard. So I will update that on the ticker. So 3 pigskin footballs left. Happy to get those done this show. Primetime helmets, 1, 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12 on the box numbers, guys. I think the first headliner we pulled, Mike, came this afternoon in the Jerome Bettis.
Yes.
So that got us off to a good start.
Indeed it did.
Nicholas Lester is going with 11, Mike.
11.
Dom Veluso had 10. Dom, you were beaten by Nick just barely.
Going snake eyes.
Snake eyes. 1-1.
Double Uno.
Double Uno.
By the way,
Yes.
I think maybe I'm going to play some Uno with the family tonight. That sounds fun.
That does sound fun. My girlfriend went to Indiana to visit her cousin at college at IU. and they stayed up till 6 a.m. playing Uno. So that's
Love Uno.
Uno is a fun game. I would not play till 6 a.m., but that's just me. All right. NFC West is saying Chris. All right. Well, it's the AFC West that's been red hot. Don Veluso is in there. Nicholas Lester should be in the NFC North. Let's see what we got here. So, yeah, we do have Nick Lester in the North. We got Steve Myers in the NFC South. Christopher Pesta, Cowboys fan, in the NFC East. Nicholas Lester in the NFC West. Larry, who's been red hot today. AFC North. Last time Larry was in the AFC North in this series, Mike, what happened? The bus.
The bus.
Nicholas Lester, AFC South. Charles V, AFC East. And Dom Veluso out in the AFC West. Primetime helmets. Number 2. These are all full-size authentics, guys. And we, as you see in the ticker, I mean, the numbers we have, we go chronologically. So that tells you there. We haven't done a lot of boxes. So a lot of good stuff is out there in this series. See if we can beat that first hit. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it quite beats it, but I'd say it's pretty close. We got ourselves one of my all-time favorite players.
Yes.
One of your all-time favorite players, Mike. We got Mike Singletary, the Minister of Defense. Samurai Mike, which I think he signed it there.
Yep.
He is the former Defensive Player of the Year. He was the depoy during that 85-86 Bears team. Greatest defense of all time. Mike Singletary, of course, is a Hall of Famer. One of the all-time great linebackers, Mike Samurai Mike Singletary. NFC North, Nicholas Lester. Very
On the
nice.
Flash.
On the Flash, yeah, the Bears Flash.
Love that.
Love it. Not
Nick, back to back. Whoa, attacking the Knicks today. Now we're on a Nick roll, Nick Amaro, and then 2 Nick Lester hits.
there you go. Good day to be a Nick.
Oh
Good.
my.
I told you it's the common names that are winning.
Oh, I figured it out. We're going alphabetical. Larry, Michael, Nick.
Okay, so if your name starts LMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ,
You're in good shape.
get your orders in ASAP.
Right now.
Get them in now. Oh, Bob said, good luck, you guys. Come on, Dallas Cowboys. Christopher Pesta, maybe you're next.
Maybe. Hey, if we got an Omar out there, or
Omar, where are you at,
or
Omar?
an Oliver,
Or a Pedro?
or a Paul, or a Peter.
Paul, Peter? If any of you guys are watching with those names, get your orders in like stat. Oh, man.
That's funny.
Hey, Mike, question for you. I see
Sure.
we're finally caught up. How are we
Yes.
looking on the break page, man?
Oh, let me tell you, we are extremely close on one break
Okay.
and wide open on the rest. But the break that we are extremely close on is one that you could probably guess. It's actually already filled up, just filled up right now. Eric Germani coming in with a close on Pigskin number 3. We only have 1 slot knocked off of On Deck Cirque baseball bats, and we have all spots remaining in the rest of the breaks. I'm gonna get this Pigskin ready for you right now, and a first
Perfect.
one up. So let's get those orders in, folks.
Guys, let's close out those minis.
Yeah.
We got a lot of big names left in the minis. If you guys have seen these pulled in the room, please let me know. But I believe Emmitt Smith and Terry Bradshaw are still out there in the minis. We've had very few personals. It's possible they're at someone's house, but most likely those guys are still in the room here, guys. So get your orders in on the minis. 38 on Pigskin. It's closed, says Chris Roberts. Eric had 40, but Chris did come in first. So Chris will do 38 for you on the Pigskin. Scheffler's up 3 strokes now. All right, Jason, good. We're getting raises, Mike. We're getting raises. Very
All right.
nice.
38, did I hear?
38.
38, all right.
That'll leave just 2 Pigskin footballs left
Indeed.
after this one.
Looking at him.
All right, we got Michael Lepre, Chris Roberts, Sean Plazola, Jason Amer, and Eric Germani in here. Eric, Chris did beat you there by a little bit on the Pigskin footballs. But maybe we can do 40 next time. It'll be 40 or 43 because we're running low. Running low on boxes in that series. Well, you know what, Mike? That's not a bad idea.
What's that? Double?
He wants a double. Let's do it. To close out the
Sure.
series, let's do it. Let's do it. I like that. Nick Lester, you're thinking wise, man. You are thinking wisely. All right, 8 times on the randomizer. Oh, we got Sean Plazola up top. Jason should be at the bottom. We will do a double on the last one. Nick Lester is thinking like a smart guy. So, Sean, you're in the NFC North, NFC South, Michael Lepre, NFC East. We got Eric Germani in the West. Chris has the AFC North. Eric G in the AFC South. Jason Amer in the AFC East. And Jason has the AFC West. There you go. Nick's saying, Jason, loan me some money. Because Jason's got 2.7 mil coming. He's got a lot of money to throw, guys. A lot of money to throw now that he's up 3 strokes. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, well, here we go, Mike. We said he was out there. There he is. It's another headliner out of the Pigskin Footballs. Tyreek the Cheetah Hill, baby.
Wow.
It is the AFC West again. Jason Amer adding more money to his bank account because this football is definitely worth a decent amount. Tyreek Hill, 6 NFL seasons, Mike, 6 Pro Bowls, Super Bowl champ. What hasn't the Cheetah done? Beautiful looking signature. Maybe the only thing that he was missing was a boatload of money. He's getting it in Miami, that's for sure.
That's true.
Very nice, Jason. Congratulations on a headliner hit. So we've pulled 3 Pigskin Footballs. We pulled 3 headliners so far.
Yep.
And we said they were out there, and we still think Emmitt Smith might be out there. So, holy moly, Pigskin Footballs are hitting hot tonight.
It
is a hot series.
The double's up. The double is up.
There you
Final
go.
Double is up and ready on the site right now, folks. Hop on in and get your spots.
All right, so we'll close that series this afternoon, looks like, Mike.
Does look like it.
Which is great. Bob is saying, I think an actual cheetah can sign their name better than Tyreek. I don't know.
Actually, honestly, you're probably right.
Which is funny because maybe he's like a speed signer, like he's a speed runner. That's how he does it. He's like, on the next one, on the next one, on the next one.
Yeah, he's in and out.
Oh, man. The cheetah. I like that. That's a cool hit. All right, Mike, are we close on anything right now?
Wide open.
Wide open. All right, so I want to keep showing off some of the stuff we have in the room. I know Nick Lester's in here. I'm not sure who all is in here, but I'm going to do our top spot drawing now while we wait to fill up some breaks.
Yeah, let's do it.
Might as well show off more memorabilia.
For sure.
And then I might give you some boxes afterwards.
Do it. So we can do it right now.
Let's do the boxes now. I'll give you the boxes.
Right now.
Clear up here because I know we're going to fill up a bunch of orders. That should be good for now. All right, let me refresh. Let's see if we moved really quick on that pigskin. So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do the top spot giveaway after we do the pigskin because we've already knocked off 3 slots. So that'll be coming up here in a minute. But guys, after we do the pigskin break, we're gonna do a giveaway for this beautiful Mike Ditka mini. Is a Mike Ditka Flash the only guy to lead the Bears to a Super Bowl title as a head coach? He was a great player as well for the Cowboys and the Bears as a tight end. So these are the folks who are elite collectors right now. Nicholas Lester, Jason Amer, Ricky Prince, Richard Cox, Tashina Miller, Daniel Dravenstadt, Jason Eaton, Sean Plazola, Dakota Neff, Joe Pimento, Christopher Pesta, James Capel, Joe's brother, Andrew Pimento, Justin Diamond, Bob Boulay, Stewart, Stewie Shags, Shaganaw, and Austin Caldwell. So, guys, you guys are going to have a chance to win this it is free. I was going to say free Mike Ditka mini. It is free.
It's a free Mike Ditka mini.
It is free. You guys earned it by getting your spots, but that drawing is going to happen here as soon as we close up the Pigskin Football, which is already closed. See, I knew it was going to go quick. I was like, if they knocked off 3 slots in 2 minutes, the rest will go off the shelves here. So we actually don't need box numbers, Mike. I will take the box numbers off the ticker. It's 40 and 43. That series is out the door. It's closed. Pigskin Football. Thank you very much, guys, for making that happen. And thank you to Nick Lester for making that great suggestion. Nick is smart. He's a smart thinker, man.
I wonder if he's standing right now, because if he is, he'd be thinking on his feet.
I like that. Dang, went fast, says Chris. Yeah, it's
blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye. Headliner heaven in this series today. Headliner heaven. All right, I'm going to randomize for the divisions.
Do it.
But you can get the other 2 boxes left, Mike. Sweet.
On it.
He's on it.
Get down on it.
7. One more click. 8 times.
Oh.
8 times for your divisions. Jose should be up top in the NFC North. Nicholas at the bottom in the AFC West, which has been as hot as it can get right now, that division.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. So Jose in the NFC North, Nicholas in the NFC South. Sean, you've got the East, which could be the Emmitt Smith. You've got the West, which could be a 49er, your team. Eric Germani in the AFC North, speaking of divisions that have been hitting today. And Nick Lester, he's got the remaining AFC divisions. Pigskin Footballs. Let's close it up. Let's get it done. We'll go chronologically. 43. What's the other one that's left? 40 and 43. Okay, we'll go 40 first. 40 first. Out of 45 boxes. See what we got here. Oh, it doesn't even say what team it is. Ooh. This is a good one. How about Chad Johnson, Mike?
Hey, Ocho Cinco.
Former multi-time Pro Bowler. Led the league in receiving yards once. Let me flip the football properly. One of the best Bengals players of all time. An absolute legend. Went by Ocho Cinco. Then he went... First he was Chad Johnson. Then he was Ocho Cinco. I think he's Chad Johnson now again.
Yes.
That is a beautiful hit. That is the AFC North. Eric Germani. How about it, Eric?
Nice.
Congratulations on the Chad Johnson hit.
One spot in that one.
One
Sniper.
spot. So I guess we're still on the common names theme. I guess we can't go chronologically anymore, but Eric's the name you see a lot.
Eric, I appreciate your Eric with a K. My dad is also Eric with a K.
Ooh, I like that.
That's right.
I didn't know that. Only Tyreek Hill can make Chad Johnson look like a great signer, says Bob. Okay.
Oh.
Well, what receivers are good at signing? Now that you're saying that, like Bob doesn't like the Stephon Diggs either. Maybe receivers are just so fast that they want to be in and out.
It's a receiver thing.
It's a receiver thing.
To be honest, like Jerry Rice's isn't even that great.
Okay.
I mean, it's recognizable because it's Jerry Rice, but like beyond that, I don't think it's great.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I think he's got weird looking J.
J Money.
That's all I think of. I also, unpopular opinion, I'm sure, one of my favorite players of all time and one of Kamen's favorite players of all time is also just one of my least favorite aesthetically appealing autographs in the football game, and that's Peyton Manning. Do not like his autograph. I think his autograph looks like a little kid. Like his P just is like, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. I just don't think it looks good.
I'll say this, Mike. When you have a big name like that, like I know, like if you're pulling like a very good player, I guess the signature quality does matter. But if you're pulling like an all-time great, I could care less how he signed it personally. Sure. That's just me. I know Bob might disagree, but if I'm gonna get a Peyton Manning, I just got a Peyton Manning.
Sure.
Like, I'm cool with it.
Bob, I agree. Eli does have a really nice autograph.
Well, he's got to be better at his brother at something. I guess he found a couple things he's better at him.
Super Bowls and...
Yeah, well, head-to-head matchups with Tom Brady, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Technically, they finished 2-2 in the Super Bowls.
That's true.
All right, last football of the series. How about it? Save the best for last. The NFL's all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith. How about it?
Sick.
Emmitt Smith, NFC East. Sean Plazola, box 43 out of 45. There is the Cowboys, NFC champs. All their Super Bowl champs are listed on here. And then you've got Emmitt Smith. What do you think about his signature? It's kind of like all over the place, but I think I like it personally.
I can tell there's an E and an S.
There you go. It kind of looks like Dak Prescott's. I feel like Dak maybe saw Emmitt Smith's and it's like, I'm going to do something similar.
Thinking of Zeke?
Maybe Zeke, but Dak's got one like that too,
I don't think Dak looks like that at all.
Okay. Nice
Dak's
shot.
got a nice looking autograph.
There you go. Emmitt Smith, baby. No man in the history of the National Football League has more rushing yards than Emmitt Smith. James and I talked about this on the show on Friday. I'm not too sure that that record's going off the books. I know we have 17 games, but teams just don't run the ball enough, and the ones that do run, they do a dual threat running back by committee type thing for the most part. So that record may not be broken. Very nice. Emmitt Smith, baby. Zeke is similar, says Chris Roberts.
The Easy E.
Easy E. Nick Lester's upset. He wanted that for himself. Sean Pizzola's giving the fire emoji, though. Sean is happy. Very nice. Wow, that series, like, man, we pulled some fire in the Pigskin Footballs today. Holy moly. What a way to end it. Emmitt Smith, Marshall Faulk, Tyreek Hill, Darius Leonard, and Chad Johnson, the final 5 Pigskins.
Ocho Cinco.
Woo! Chris Roberts is saying Zeke is similar. Zeke is similar. There you go, Chris.
We have one spot knocked off of On Deck Circle baseball bats. Otherwise, we are literally wide open on the site right now.
All right, guys, you know what that means? It is time to hop in, get the orders rolling so we can keep the show rolling. I am going to go ahead and do this top spot giveaway here, though, Mike.
Okay.
Because I want to keep showing off stuff. So I will show you guys all of our elite collectors. So we have Nicholas Lester, Jason Amer, Ricky Prince, Richard Cox, Tashina Miller, Daniel Drapenstadt, Jason Eaton, Sean Plazola, Dakota Neff, Joe Pimento, Christopher Pesta, James Capel, Andrew Pimento, Justin Diamond, Robert or Bob Boulay, Stuart Chaginaw, and Austin Caldwell. And there is some good news for this for you folks. Once you reach this status, you're going to keep being in these drawings.
Yes, you will.
So, like, that first drawing had Jason Eaton was in there, Tashina Miller, Richard Cox won it. Well, those guys are back. So once you reach this status, you're going to be in all of our top spot giveaways. At the moment, we're giving away free items every other Sunday at 2 o'clock. So our first giveaway was 2 weeks ago. It was a Stephon Diggs flash. Now we have the Mike Ditka flash. So I'm going to head to the randomizer. We're going to go top spot. All those folks in here, one of them is taking home the Mike Ditka mini. Good luck, guys. You're a big Ditka fan, right, Mike?
Love Mike Ditka. Love Mike Ditka. Nice guy, good actor, you know. Can't argue with that.
Kicking and screaming, right? Legend.
Yep. The coach.
The coach. All right, we're going to go 8 times for this. Top spot is taking home Ditka. 7. We got one more click. Stewie Shags is up top right now, but Stu, you haven't won yet. Our winner is James Capel.
Wow.
James Capel. Very, very nice. James Capel, you are taking home Mike Ditka. I don't think James is watching today, but maybe he'll get a surprise at his door. Mike Ditka mini flash giveaway. Very nice.
You won.
You are a winner. Sean Cody said reach out to him about that Emmett ball. Dom Beluso, I think, is talking about Cody Neff. Cody Neff has a sick Cowboys collection. He actually sent it to me the other day. I mean, his collection is loaded with Cowboys.
Yeah, like John Wayne,
yes.
like Billy the Kid. Yeah, you know, all the great Cowboys.
That's right. That's exactly what I meant, Mike. You were thinking exactly as I was.
Same wavelength.
Same wavelength, man.
All right, folks, let's get those orders in. Let's keep the things rocking and rolling here today during the 2 p.m. show. I almost said noon show.
It's 2 p.m., isn't it crazy? All right, Mike Ditka. I know we had a lot of Cowboy fans in the room. Mike Ditka also was a Cowboy.
Yes, he was.
He played for the Cowboys. He played for the Bears as well. He was one of the original tight ends that actually went out there and caught the ball.
Yeah.
He wasn't just a blocker. I mean, he was an NFL champ as a player. He was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time Pro Bowler, a Pro and College Football Hall of Famer, 43 career receiving touchdowns, more than 5,000 receiving yards, actually nearly 6,000, Mike. And back then, like, it was all about the running game.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Mike Ditka did a whole bunch of stuff for the Bears and the Cowboys. Also was an Eagle at one point. Just an absolute legend. He's one of those guys that was great as a player and a coach. We don't see that very often. We do not.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Legendary on both sides. You know, Singletary, he's tried to make it as a coach. He's done pretty well as a coach, but not Ditka level.
Not Ditka level. We'll see if Brian Urlacher enters the coaching ranks.
But was Singletary a better player than Ditka? Ooh,
different
I know.
conditions,
I
different
know.
eras. They're both so good. I mean, I would argue yes, just because I think Mike Singletary to me is like a top 5 linebacker of all time.
I agree. Yeah.
Like as great as Ditka is at tight end, and maybe you could throw him in that discussion just because his stats obviously won't measure up because he played in a different era.
Sure.
But when I think of like greatest tight ends like Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, like Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, those guys have entered the discussion. When I think of better linebackers than Mike Singletary, I think of like, you know, Lawrence Taylor, and then maybe Ray Lewis, maybe Dick Butkus, but, you know, Brian Urlacher's in that discussion, but I don't know. Like, I think Mike Singletary's got to be, to me, in the top 3 best ever at the position.
I agree, yeah. So I would say maybe Ditka and Singletary are equal player coaches, just one is a better player and one's a better coach.
Sure.
Do you think if Urlacher applies for a coaching job, they're going to be like, sir, managing hair follicles is not the same as football players?
I knew you were going to go there. I just knew you were going to go there for Brian Urlacher. Oh, man, I don't know.
Hair lacquer.
All right, guys. So I do want to let you guys know, I know we talked about at the top of the program how we had a lot of headliners left in the pigskin footballs. Well, we have a lot of headliners left in the minis.
Oh, my gosh. So many.
So many headliners left. I believe Emmitt Smith is still out there. I believe Terry Bradshaw is out there. I think Fran Tarkenton and Lynn Swan are out there. I believe there's 4 headliners left. It's possible those went on a personal. Let us know if you've seen them in the break room. But those are all names that we haven't seen pulled in the break room. Like one of those might have gone, but all of them have not gone. And we've got, let's see, 4, 5, 11 boxes left. So we have, you know, 3, 4 headliners left. I mean, it's basically almost a 50-50 chance. It is actually, if you think about it, a double box break, having one of those boxes contain a headliner. So that is where I would direct you guys as far as breaks with 6 stuff and not a lot of items left. The Out with the Chase, or Out with the Old, In with the Chase minis. That is the place to head to the break page. That is something we can fill up. The other one, Mike, that I would like to see filled up personally, and I'm sure you can agree on this, is the hanging headliners.
Yes, please.
This is our chase item of the day. We want to do a wheel spin at the end. I know Kareem went on Friday and Mark Messier went yesterday in the break room. But Aaron Rodgers, you know, the multi-time MVP quarterback, the captain, Derek Jeter, Stephen Curry, the greatest shooter ever, and then Peyton Manning on a Broncos item, Larry Rossland, top 3 quarterback of all time. And then look at some of the non-headliner names, like Dan Marino, Drew Brees. I mean, those guys are not headliners in that series. So let's hop in. Let's close up at least one of those because we want to do a wheel spin today.
Chris Roberts, to answer your question, your collector status will never change. It only resets at the end of the year, the end of the calendar year.
Correct.
So, yes, no, your collector status will never start over. Just your points will go down as you redeem your points. And second thing, Mr. Ray Ward is a new customer here in the room. He just placed an order started us off in the Out with the Old minis and in the Riddle number 2.
Okay, those are 2 breaks that might break this show. I'm pretty confident we can fill those up. We talked about the headliners, Emmitt Smith, Terry Bradshaw out there in the minis. And then, of course, the Riddle jerseys has been probably our hottest series in the room this week, Mike.
I agree.
And we have a Tom Brady out there in that series.
Red hot.
Red hot. And we got some clues to win a helmet. So that is definitely another one that we can knock off. So let's get over there. Let's keep the show rocking and rolling. Let's keep the orders coming here in the UA Live break room. Ray Ward, welcome to the break room, man. We are glad to have you. Ray Ward, what's your team, Ray, if you're watching? That's something that we always like to ask our customers. Mike, if you're a new guy, what team do you like? What team do you like? Mike and I are Chicago fans.
Yes.
So
First and foremost.
First and foremost, I did live 6 years in Missouri, so I have become a Chiefs fan as well. But I would say Chicago is a little bit higher because I've had more experience with that loyalty. Chris, you don't lose your status. Yep, Bob is echoing what you just said, yes. Mike. Ray Ward is a Cleveland Browns fan. The dog pound. All right, Ray.
There you go. We've got some brownies in here. You know, we had a couple months ago, we had a dual-signed Authentic Eclipse helmet with Nick Chubb and Baker Mayfield on it.
Sure, and Nick Chubb is a guy we have in the break room quite a bit.
Yes.
Like, we have him in a lot of series, so if you're a Browns fan, Nick Chubb is a guy that we pull a lot in our break room for sure.
Nick Chubb, who's the other guy I'm thinking of? We were pulling Jeremiah Wusa-Koramoah for a while.
We had, let's see, the corner.
Oh, Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward.
We've been having him quite a bit in here, too. I like him.
We've had a little Jarvis Landry in here as well.
Geez.
So we got some brownies. Mike, you can probably confirm this, and I think our other customers watching can too. But we represent every NFL team in our break room.
Absolutely.
I think there's not a team we don't have in here. I know we have, obviously, a little bit more Cowboys because they're the most popular team. We have a little bit more Bears because a little easier for us to get. I know we recently had a big Kansas City show we have, so we still have some Chiefs stuff left over. We pretty much have every team in here.
Oh, yeah.
So, a lot of Colts stuff as well. A lot of Colts stuff in the break room.
Dolphins.
I mean, speaking of Colts, this is another series we can do that would be fun. I want to see the Marvin Harrison full-size authentic lunar.
Me too.
That is sick. Marvin Harrison, not a guy that signs a lot. Just absolutely incredible player. I haven't had him much in the break room. Haven't had Terrell Davis much in the break room. Those are two big names in that Primetime Authentic Helmet series, which, of course, is named after Primetime Deion Sanders.
Neon Deion.
And I'll tell you what, like, comparatively speaking to the other names, he's not the biggest name, but that Daniel Jones helmet is insane looking. I know we had this exact helmet in a recent series. It's just an absolutely sick helmet. One of the best I've seen in the break room.
That blue ink on there, too.
That is sick.
Looking good.
So let's knock off some slots, guys. It is 3:05. We'll be here until 3:30 with you guys, regardless of what happens. But if you guys want to be here past 3:30, we got to get those spots knocked off. We got to get rocking and rolling. Got to get moving on the break page. 7 away on those minis and 7 away on the Riddle jerseys. Let's keep it moving. Moving. And let's help out the new guy. Ray hopped in to both of those breaks. Let's help him out and let's see one of his breaks today. The other series right now that we're sleeping on a little bit, Mike, is the Catch Me If You Can helmets. I mean, look at this list of headliners. And I still haven't seen Randy Moss come out. Again, possible he went on a personal. Have not seen him come out in the break room. Devin Hester, Michael Vick. I mean, that's a pretty cool series.
Those guys can run.
It's Catch Me If You Can for a reason, right?
Exactly. Devin Hester. Woo! Fast guy.
My favorite Bear growing up. Him in the kick return game was unstoppable.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't really into football growing up, so my favorite Bear was probably Brown Bear.
I thought you were about to say,
probably Grizzly.
I thought you were going to say Mike Brown, safety, because I loved him.
Brown Bear, Grizzly Bear are not the same thing. I'd say Grizzly Bear. Grizzly was my favorite growing up.
Oh my God, that's great, Mike.
And then when I was older, it was Devin Hester, actually.
Well, I love when they had the Soldier Boy song that would play on the stadium when he's ready to return. It was just electric. All right, so the Masters update. I'm taking a look at the Masters. Looks like Scotty Scheffler is now up 4 strokes, so through 5 holes. So I think 13 holes to go. Cameron Smith is 4 back. And how about this? Rory Mcilroy, multi-time major winner, is now 6 back. He's in the discussion now.
That's wild.
So
he's having a good back half of the this Masters.
Well, he's doing great. It says that he's 5 under on the day.
Today, yeah.
5 under today.
Doing crazy today.
That's incredible. So
I don't even think he was in the top half after
I don't think so. Well, because he's through 10 holes. You know, the leaderboard guys are through 5 holes. The second group is through 7 holes.
Yep.
So he's not even in that second group.
I know.
So he's doing well. A lot of guys are finished. Tiger Woods, let's see. Tiger Woods. Tiger's not doing hot at all. He is finished. He shot a 78 on Saturday, 78 on Sunday, 6 over each of the last 2 days after a good start to the Masters. So he finished in 47th. But I'll tell you what, first time playing in forever, making the cut, I think, was a success for Tiger.
For sure. For the first time in forever. There you go. That was for all you that have kids watching right now. A little Frozen there for you.
There you go. Frozen. That's a classic. So, Mike, Miguel Mendoza's in here. All right, Miguel.
New customer.
Another new customer. Okay, guys. I know I dropped those minis in there where we have Terry Bradshaw and Emmitt Smith out there. We think I'm going to drop the Riddle box jersey series. I really want to get this filled up this show, guys, because we have not 1, 2 new customers in that break. I want the new guys to see their first breaks in the break room. Let's close up that Riddle box jersey series. 6 slots remaining, $25 a spot. I mean, it's a sick group of headliners. It is. I mean, look at these names. It's a sick list of names. Let's definitely fill that up. You guys get a special clue where you can win a helmet as well. So it's just a really, really fun series. Actually, Mike, I'm going to play that video for our customers. So please don't be scared off by this video. Please, please come back after watching this. But this is a little info on some of the extra things that are happening in this series.
Hello collectors, it's me again, the Riddle Master. It's been 9 months since I last saw you. I've been busy at work crafting my biggest riddle yet. However, in order to solve this riddle, you all must work together. I have placed 24 clues in 75 Ultimate Autographs Riddle Jersey Mystery Boxes. Each clue points to one NFL player. If your Ultimate Autographs Riddle Jersey Series Mystery Box contains a clue, you will be entered into a top spot break to win a signed, authentic helmet by the answer to my riddle. When you win a clue, you must share it with the Ultimate Autographs community by commenting with your clue below this video on Facebook. The first person to correctly guess the answer to my riddle in that very comment section will be added as the final 25th spot in our top spot break. Will you be the one to solve my riddle? Let's find out. The clock starts now. Begin your search for the clues today at ultimateautographs.com.
All right, there you have it, Mike. There it is, the riddle video. That's a classic right there.
Instant classic.
Instant classic. Bob sent you an email with a photo attached. Any fun memorabilia? I don't know if he's talking about you. It might be another Mike he's talking about.
Oh, it's probably me.
It's probably you.
Probably me. Well, let's take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
What are you referencing right now?
Reading Rainbow.
What's that from?
It was a show, like an educational show when we were growing up.
Okay.
When we were little. They used to actually, they used to wheel the TV into grade school, and we'd watch Reading Rainbow.
Okay, I think I missed that one. That might have maybe retired after your time, Mike. Possibly.
I don't know. Check this out. So Bob just sat.
Who is that? Marvin?
It's Marvin.
Marvin Harrison on a Syracuse helmet.
That's right.
Very
Marvin
nice.
a Martian.
Very nice. So hey, Bob, I would recommend you hop into the Primetime Helmet series. We have Marvin Harrison on the Colts in that series.
That's right. That's awesome, Bob.
It is crazy how many great Syracuse, because Syracuse is not a football school, but Marvin Harrison, Donovan McNabb, I think Ernie Davis, was it Jim Brown? Was Jim Brown Syracuse? I don't think he was. Or was he? I know Marvin Harrison is Syracuse. So a lot of great Syracuse guys in the NFL.
My gosh. Man, listen to some of these MLB scores right now today, okay?
Drop them down, Mike.
The White Sox already completed their game today. They won 10-1 over the Tigers. The Rays are winning 8-0 over the Orioles. The Rangers are winning 12-6 over the Blue Jays. The Guardians are winning 13-2 over the Royals. What are these scores? The Rockies are up 5-0 on the Dodgers in the third.
Wow. So
These are
there's
some high-scoring games.
a lot of runs in baseball. Yeah, Jim Brown did go to Syracuse, by the way.
Okay.
Ernie Davis, Floyd Little, Larry Zonka all went to Syracuse. Didn't Dwight Freeney go there too, Bob? I think Dwight Freeney's a Syracuse guy as well. So a lot of big names. That's crazy on those baseball scores, Mike.
Man, hey, who's cashing in on Wander Mania today? Wander Franco 3 for 4 today so far. The end of the 8th. Having a big day.
The Mets are off to a 3-0 start, looking to
Yes,
go
they are.
4-0. They're doing pretty good.
Syndergaard, not a ton of strikeouts, but a really well-pitched game yesterday.
Sure. I mean, that's a good team. I think they're a good team.
I'll tell you what, this Reds-Braves series has been cutthroat. It's been fun to watch. They've been neck and neck both games, all 3 games so far.
You know what wasn't fun? Betting Braves -1.5 yesterday, and they're up 2-0 in the 9th, and the Reds get a 1 run so you don't cover.
Yeah.
That's not fun. So it's not like I'm speaking from experience or anything.
No, of course not.
So last day in the NBA regular season as well. Some folks fighting for playoff positioning. Looks like the Bucks don't really care so much about their seeding because Giannis isn't playing. Looks like Middleton isn't playing. They are down 54-31 to the Cavaliers. So looks like, well, I don't know what the tiebreaker is between Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Because Milwaukee is 2 back of Miami, Boston is 3 back, Philly's 3 back. So the Nets, with the win, will be locked into that 7 seed in the play-in game, would be hosting the Cavaliers, who are on their way to a victory. The Nets, by the way, are winning 41-29 against the Pacers. So
that sounds about right.
A lot of stuff going down today in sports. Masters winding down, NBA regular season winding down, and then baseball's in full swings. This is actually the first weekend of baseball.
It is the first real weekend of baseball.
Wow. I did not expect we'd be playing weekend baseball at this time, maybe a month ago.
No.
Like, I did think we were going to have a season, but I thought it was going to be shortened. But the fact that we got 162 and they got back so quickly, that was a major win for Major League Baseball.
I love that. And I also love that it's really nice outside here today. Makes it feel like baseball season.
It does, and it's just going to be up and down this week, though. I want it to get to really nice consistently. So
trying not to look at it every day.
Yeah. John Taylor, thank you very much for hopping into the Primetime Authentic Helmets. Names like Deion Sanders, Marvin Harrison are out there. Bob Greasy, we just put that up recently. He also hopped into the Riddle jersey. So we are 5 away on the Riddle jerseys. Let's get that closed up here. And if you guys want to get a wheel spin, you guys really got to get some slots getting knocked off the hanging headliners.
Okay.
As I mentioned, we'll be on until 3:30, regardless of what happens. We get within 3 slots or less. We'll stay on a little longer after that. But if you guys want to get a wheel spin, definitely get your slots into the hanging headliners. The Greasy's gone. Bob Greasy is gone in the Primetime Platinum helmets, says Bob Boulay. There you go. So we might have 2 headliners off the board there, but a lot of big names. We pulled Jerome Bettis. Bob, maybe the greatest defensive player of all time. Your boy Lawrence Taylor is out there.
LT?
And is that a Proline helmet, Mike and Bob? Is that Proline?
I believe so.
I think that's
The LT?
the LT
Yes,
Proline
the LT
helmet.
is the Proline, so is a Neon Dion.
And he's inscribed, it looks like, 86 MVP.
Yep.
So he was a defensive player, but the 1986 NFL MVP. That's
Pretty
scary.
impressive.
That is scary. So let's hop in, guys. Let's hop into the Primetime helmets. Let's hop into the minis, and let's definitely hop in to the jerseys because we are only 5 away. That is our closest break. That's a break that I would like to say we're going to rip this show, but I cannot guarantee that. For the new folks who are in here, guys, if your break doesn't break during this 2 o'clock show, it'll break tonight during the 8 o'clock show. We're on 2 and 8 Central Time on Saturday and Sunday, 12 and 7 on Monday through Friday, Mike.
Yes, we are.
Got some big dinner plans today, Mike?
You know what? We've got a rotisserie chicken going in the slow cooker right now. So that's what's happening. Rotisserie chicken, probably some smashed potatoes, and perhaps some vegetables.
Gosh,
Who knows?
I love smashed potatoes.
Yes.
I'm a huge meat and potato guy.
Me
so
too.
I definitely. It's funny because I actually have potatoes and chicken for my dinner tonight as well. Little homemade potatoes and chicken that I'll be eating. Actually, dinner/lunch. Linner here
or
here in a bit. I'm hoping that it's not that soon though, because I want to do some breaks.
Me too.
But I might be eating pretty soon unless we fill up some slots. Bob is saying Yankees Universe versus Red Sox Nation tonight from the Bronx.
Yes, indeed.
That is one of the all-time favorite rivalries in sports. I know maybe you like the Bears-Packers. I don't know. What is, Mike, your favorite rivalry in sports? And what is everyone's favorite rivalry out there in the chat?
My favorite rivalry in sports is not Bears-Packers.
Okay, that's a surprise.
My least favorite rivalry in sports.
Because it's not going well for the Bears?
I just yes. Let's say it that.
Sure.
It's White Sox Cubs.
White Sox Cubs. Okay.
White Sox Cubs. Crosstown Classic.
It's great. Only 6 times a year, right?
Yep.
So, boy, how crazy would it be if we saw that World Series? I know we've seen Yankees Mets.
I don't even my brain is starting to scramble just thinking about it. I think the city of Chicago would just implode. There'd just be a giant crater hole at the end of the whatever Game 7 would be.
Sure. All right, so we got a lot of answers here. Nick Amaro says Niners Cowboys. I think in the 80s and 90s, that was probably the best rivalry in football. You know, Mr. Steve Young versus Troy Aikman. That was legendary stuff. Ray Ward going Ohio State versus TTUN. I'm guessing that's some code for Michigan. I'm not sure what it is. That might be the best college football rivalry. I think Duke UNC, the best college basketball rivalry. Although Eric likes Florida against Georgia. That's a really good rivalry in college football as well. Bob's rivalries are Red Sox Yankees, Alabama Auburn. That's a big college football rivalry. And the third is Michigan Ohio State. The team up north. There you go, Ray. I knew it was Michigan. I didn't want to guess that it was going to be like some swears and stuff.
Sure.
We try to keep this, PG-13. But the team up north, I like that. Nice and clean. That's a rivalry that Michigan, quite frankly, has been dominated. Ohio State has dominated that rivalry, but Michigan finally got their win this year.
They did.
That was a monumental win for Harbaugh and Michigan, because Ohio State was going to be in the playoff if they had beaten Michigan in that game. So that was
Harbaugh.
That was crazy. Ray, I'm guessing you are an Ohio State fan because you're a Browns fan. I can say this. I think Ohio State's going to be great next year. CJ Stroud is back. He is an incredible college quarterback. So, and rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins.
Yes.
I know we saw that sad news. He was hit by a truck, passed away too young. So that was tragic Buckeyes news coming out here this weekend.
Can't believe that.
That was definitely sad. So
he was out chilling with Mitch and Najee.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing out.
Yeah.
That's why he was up so late. He was out chilling with the team. He's out hanging out with the team. So
that's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Awful.
In the 80s, it was Syracuse, Georgetown, when the Big East was the best conference in basketball. It was. When they had Syracuse, Georgetown, St. John's, UConn, all those teams were firing on cylinders. I think West Virginia, were they not a Big East school at one point? That was an incredible conference for sure.
I don't know. All I know about West Virginia is something about country roads.
Kevin Pittsnagel was one of my favorite college players. My personal favorite rivalry is probably Barcelona and Real Madrid soccer. Mike, I'm a soccer fan. I got to go with Barcelona and Real Madrid. And up until 3 or 4 years ago, they were the two best teams in the world. And every time they met, it's called the Clásico. The whole world watches. And when they were the two best teams in the world, Messi and Ronaldo, the two biggest stars, it was just unbelievable to watch. Villanova and Pittsburgh.
Let's get it, folks. 3 left in the riddle.
Okay, let's fill it up, guys. We're going to get that break done. Looks like this afternoon. But if you guys want to do any more breaks, let's get at least halfway there by the time we get that break done. We are 7 away on the minis, 7 away on the platinum helmets. The minis are a double box break. For the new folks that hopped in here, we get 2 minis coming out at once. So $39 a slot. You're getting yourself 2 slots, basically, for the 2 minis.
Yep.
So for the new folks, you can win 2 minis. If you get the same division, let's just say you get the AFC North and you hit Terry Bradshaw and Lynn Swan, you can get 2 headliner hits in 1 division, which, by the way, I think both of those names are still out there. If you in the chat have seen Bradshaw or Emmitt Smith go, let me know. It is possible they went on a personal, but here in the break room, we have not seen Emmitt Smith or Terry Bradshaw go in that mini helmet series. So that's a good one to hop in on, but definitely want to close up the Riddle jerseys first. 3 slots away, 7 away on the minis, and let's see what else. 9 away, 1 slot off the bats, and 1 slot off the primetime helmets. So everything else is wide open. The Riddle football jerseys might be our last break for the afternoon show. I don't want that to be the case, though. So if you guys don't want that to be our last break, definitely hop in and get some other slots. Get those slots. Larry Roslin helped us out. Larry's been doing a lot of winning today, Mike.
Yes, he has. Bow Valley. Bow Valley, that sounds like you should be like a celebrity or something with a name like that.
Ooh, is that? Oh, that's not a new customer. Looks
Nope.
like that's a guy who's been with us before, but he's new to us, Mike.
Bo knows.
Bo knows. All right, so is that 2 away now after that
2
order?
away now after Don Veluso.
Oh, Don Veluso hopped in as well. Okay, guys. So we're going to get those Riddle jerseys done. We're going to get those done here, and then we'll see where we're at. You guys want to keep ripping boxes this afternoon? Definitely get your orders in to our other breaks, because I would like to do more than just the Riddle jerseys, but we will at least do those for sure. 2 away on the Riddle jerseys. I know, Mike, you dropped that Twitch link in.
I did.
I think our Facebook customers don't see that, though, so I'm going to drop this in case as well. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch are covered. Mike, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We also have a brand new UA Live Break Room Instagram account just to the Break Room. It is in addition to our Ultimate Autographs Instagram account. We have a UA Live Breaks Twitch, or not Twitch, TikTok.
Yes.
I'm getting my T's messed up. So you can find us all over, and UA Live Breaks. Mike is dropping it in the chat. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok there. That is just for the folks in the break room, but we're on Instagram and Facebook at Ultimate Autographs as well. So you can find bonus content, rewatch shows, all that and more all over social media, Mike.
All right, who's going to be the hero?
Yes, I was waiting for you to say
left.
it.
1 left. Bob Boulay came in with the second to last order. We just need 1 more spot filled.
Okay, so who believes in closer magic? I believe in closer magic. I know, Mike, you play breaks as well. Like
I do.
And you don't like the closer magic.
I don't personally. You know what? I will if it's what's left. If
Sure.
it's the last thing left, I'll swoop in and grab it.
Because you
100%.
want to see it done.
I want to see it done.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I happen to get it. I want to see
Sure.
it ripped, and like, why not just give yourself an extra shot at it too if you're already watching?
Sure.
You know, that's
Sure.
how. I mean, that's my brain. I wouldn't necessarily go off what my brain says all the time, but in this case, that's what I do.
Sure. Mike, how you feeling about the White Sox? I know you got the hat on. They won
baby.
10-1 today. They're 2-1.
You know
but they
what?
also have a boatload of injuries.
You know why I'm feeling good though? TA is back today. He was only suspended for the first 2 games, Tim Anderson.
There you go.
And he is back today, and I think that is part of the reason they won 10-1 today. That is what I think.
Well, he was 3 for 5 with 2 runs.
That would be why.
So he definitely contributed.
Dude's a catalyst.
He is an excellent shortstop for the White Sox.
TA7.
All right, guys, who's going to close out the Riddle jerseys? Who will close out the Riddle jerseys? 1 spot away. Hop in now and get your spot. Otherwise, we're pretty open on the break page. You guys want to stay on during this 2 o'clock show? We definitely got to get a bunch of slots knocked off in a hurry here. if you guys want to keep ripping boxes at 2 o'clock. Otherwise, we are back at 8 o'clock Central Time. We're back at 8 o'clock. We're on 2 and 8 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays. Mike will be having a delicious dinner tonight. I'll be in here with, I think Steven is producing tonight at 8 o'clock.
I believe you're correct.
Sweet.
Back, 3 or 4 years ago when they started putting all of the 1990s, family-friendly sitcoms on Netflix and Hulu, like Full House and Boy Meets World. We watched, I put on Family Matters.
Okay.
Chris Roberts and I talk about Carl Winslow.
And, is that what he's from?
That's what Carl Winslow is from. He's
God.
the dad in Family Matters.
I just got the reference.
So, and that's a Chicago show. He's a Chicago police officer, Carl Winslow.
Okay.
But when my oldest first saw the show, she saw Steve Urkel come on the screen.
Oh, I love Urkel.
She goes, oh, I know this show. It's Stevie's World.
So now, is that show with Urkel and Family, is that the Family Matters show? Okay, so
yeah.
because I know him in The Voice.
Yes.
This, Mike. I was born in Bulgaria.
Right.
I moved to the U.S. when I was 8 and a half in 1999. So I missed some of the 90s shows. I watched them on replay.
Yeah.
So I did get into Full House and Boy Meets World. Family Matters, I didn't get into.
Yeah.
So I just know Steve Urkel. But I know we talk about the Carl Winslow because Kellen Winslow,
yes,
a Hall of Fame tight end, pro and college football Hall of Famer, a Mizzou grad like myself.
That's right.
So I get excited for him. You and Chris say, oh, there's Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow. It's the Winslow I know the most.
I like it.
Carl Winslow. But yeah, Stevie's World. And so every time I see Family Matters, I think Stevie's World. And now every time I see Steven, I think Stevie's World.
Very nice.
He should have his own show called Stevie's World.
I like it. Bob says, did I do that? Did you do what, Bob?
Did I do that? That's what he's saying.
Oh, that's what he says. See, you guys are getting these references.
I'm not even reading it. You said, did I do that? And I was like, oh, I know what that means. And hold on, wait, let me get it correct. Did I do that?
Oh my God.
There you go. You gotta pee. I always pushed up his glasses.
That is excellent. All right, one slot away, guys. Let's close up these jerseys. We are obviously going to rip that during the 2 o'clock show. Beyond that, you guys got to get your orders coming in if you want to rip some more boxes. Riddle box jerseys, $25 a slot. There's a Tom Brady out there in that series. Justin Fields, the great Bears quarterback. I know Chris Roberts wants Lamar Jackson. We got Lawrence Taylor out there in that series as well. So let's definitely close that up. Let's close it up now. One slot away. One slot away. Otherwise, it's been a pretty solid show, Mike. We had a lot of momentum early on in the show. I pulled a lot of fire. Jerome Bettis got us started.
That pigskin.
The pigskin was sick. We had Tyreek Hill, Emmitt Smith. We had Marshall Faulk, Darius Leonard. 4 headliners in the last 5 boxes in the pigskin football.
And not a headliner, but still in there.
Chad Johnson.
Ocho Cinco.
That was cool. That was really, really cool.
Chad 8-5.
Chad 8-5. All right, guys, come on. Let's get that last spot knocked off.
One more.
Closing magic. Who believes in it? Richard Adcook, if you're watching, this will be the time to do your thing.
Hey, you know what? Richard Adcook, if you stand, if you do like a handstand, you'll be the first spot.
That's true. Although he likes to be the second spot. That's his thing. Second spot. So I know Tyson Langston loves closing. He's like, I'm Tyson Langston, closer magic, but haven't seen Tyson here. Oh, we got it closed?
Maybe. It's an order.
Oh, it is closed. Thank goodness. Do you remember that last Sunday, Mike, when we were one slot away in like 2 different breaks and we kept getting orders into other breaks? Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal.
We got Ray Ward, new customer in here. Ray, you are the bread that is the Riddle Box number 2 jersey sandwich.
Awesome.
There you go.
Awesome, Ray. We got another new guy in here, Miguel. So good news. Ray and Miguel are going to see their new break. John Taylor's also in here. Legendary San Francisco 49er receiver, John Taylor, Super Bowl champ. John, glad to have you here. Larry Rosslin's in here. Bo Valley. What a name. Bo. And then Dominic Veluso. Dom, we know him. He's a regular these days. And, of course, The regular of regulars, Bob Boulay. Robert
Yes.
Boulay's in here. Guys, drop us a box number. 32 for Sandy Koufax. Okay, Bob.
32?
32, it's on the ticker. It's going off.
32.
32 for Shaquille O'Neal on the Miami Heat.
32.
I think, was he 32 on the Magic, I think, too?
I believe you are correct.
I think, oh, you know, it makes sense why he wasn't 32 on the Lakers. Magic.
Yes, Magic.
So
Magic.
I always think of him as 34 for the Lakers. But now that I think of it, like, that makes sense. All right, Bob, thank you very much. For the new guys, you guys may watch other break rooms. They may do this way, or maybe they do it other ways, or maybe you're brand new to breaking. I'm going to pretend like you're brand new. So I'm going to explain this to you, as Michael Scott would say, explain it to me like I'm 5. So we're going to take all the names in this break. We're going to throw you guys into the list randomizer, and then we're going to randomize 8 times. The reason why we're randomizing 8 times is that was the dice roll at the start of the program. There you go. 5 and a 3 adds up to 8. So we're going to go 8 times for your divisions. We have our divisions in our Excel sheet. I know the NFC North is the top division. The AFC West is the bottom division. So you guys get thrown into a division. If a player that plays for the team in that division wins or comes out, you win the break. So, Ray, you've got the AFC West. You would win if it's a Chief, a Bronco, a Charger, or a Raider. Ray, also, you've got the NFC North. Miguel, you're in the NFC South. John Taylor, you're in the NFC East. Larry Roslin, who's been hot today, NFC West. Bo Valley in the AFC North. Dominic Veluso, AFC South. Bob Boulay, AFC East, which could be Tom Brady potentially. And Ray Ward out in the AFC West. Thank you very much, guys, for filling up this break. This has been a really hot series, Mike. Probably the hottest thing we have in the break room at the moment.
I agree.
Pigskin footballs were the hottest today, but those are obviously gone. And Jim Brown on the Browns. There you go, Bob. 32 is a big number for you. You guys could probably see this a little bit. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you think it's a Giants, but this is actually a Bills hit. We got a Hall of Fame wide receiver, Mike.
Oh, I know who that is.
Andre Reed. Andre Reed, and maybe his signature is pretty quick as well there. Well, look at this. The beautiful blue jersey. Andre Reed made 4 straight Super Bowls. The Bills, unfortunately, lost them all. But he is, of course, a great receiver in the 80s and 90s. Pro Football Hall of Famer. 7-time Pro Bowler. 87 career touchdowns. Is 14th all-time. More than 13,000 career receiving yards. That's in the top 20. Andre Reed played with Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, all those great Bills teams. That is the AFC East. And Bob Boulay. Bob is a big collector. Let me know, Bob, if you've got Andre Reed, whether you have him or not. So, all right, sweet. 335. Thank you very much, guys, for filling up that break. We did get an order from Zachary Erickson. We're 6 away on the minis. So I'll tell you what, guys. We'll be on until 3:45. Give you guys 10 minutes here to fill anything up. If we get within 3 slots or less, we'll stay on a little longer. If we don't get within 3 or less on any breaks, 3:45 will be the show. We are currently 7 away on the full-size Primetime Platinum helmets. We're 6 away on the minis. 9 away on deck baseball circle bats, 8 away on Riddle jerseys, 10 away on the hanging headliners, 8 on the catch me if you can, and 8 on the hydros. So we have 9 minutes to get within 3 slots or less on any breaks. Otherwise, if we don't get there, we will carry those over to tonight. Bob does have them already, but Andre was a great player. He was a great player. I know you're a big Thurman Thomas guy, Mike.
I do like Thurman Thomas.
Thurman Thomas.
Great name.
It is a great name, isn't it?
You know what? There's 2 great Thurmans out there. Thurman Thomas, Thurman Munson.
The baseball player.
Baseball player.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice.
When I was a kid, I always thought their name was Thermos.
Thermostat?
You know, like a thermos,
like a
travel thermos. And then I realized it was Thurman. And I was like, oh, that's weirder, actually.
Okay, so Bob won the Thurman Thomas ball yesterday. So
Cool.
Bob, hop in the breaks, get the AFC East, and you know you're going to win a Buffalo Bill.
There you go.
There you go.
Who was it that was plagued by the Bills last week? Who kept getting Bills pulls? Dom. Dom had like 5 Bills pulls in
And
a
he's
row.
a Dolphins fan.
I know.
I mean,
Good stuff.
we do have O.J. Simpson in here a lot. He's a great Bills pull.
Diggsy.
Stephon Diggs in here a lot. Obviously, you know who else we have in here a decent amount is Josh Allen. I don't know if it's all the time, but we've had him a lot on the cards for sure. Josh Allen.
Yes.
So let's go, guys. Let's fill up some slots. We got 8 minutes, my lucky number. The dice roll, 8 minutes to knock off some slots. Get within 3 or less on something. Otherwise, we are moving on to tonight. And we don't have a chase. We don't have a chase. So if you guys want to do a wheel spin, you guys have 7 minutes to fill up the Hanging Headliners break. 7 minutes. Otherwise, we will not do a wheel spin. I know that breaks both of our hearts, Mike.
I love the wheel spin.
I know, me too. Dom says it kills me. There you go, Dom. This is our closest break right now. The minis, double box break, 6 slots away on those. As we said at the top of the program, and if you guys in the chat want to help us out and let us know, we have not seen Emmitt Smith pulled in the break room, or Terry Bradshaw, or Fran Tarkenton, or Lynn Swan. So 11 boxes left, 4 headliners potentially out there. We do obviously have personals in this series. It is possible one of those is hanging out at someone's house. However, very unlikely that all 4 are, because I know we've had very few personals in this series, and a lot of them have been opened live on the air. Who's a Bills fan here? I got Diggs, Tasker, Levy, and Moss. I think Zach Moss. Very nice. Marv Levy is a big name. Marv Levy.
Another Marvin.
Marvin. Ray Ward hopped into the minis. So guys, let's close those out here in the next few minutes. That would be our last break here. If we fill it up, we knock off a couple more slots by 3:45. We'll extend it and fill it up. Likely the last break of the show. So let's hop in and do those double box break minis. Let's hop in and close up the minis, guys. Tasker, that's a new name. I know we have
Steve
Tasker. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Man, the Guardians.
How many runs do they have now?
16 to 2 mid-7th. Mid-7th. They had 10 runs in the first 2 innings.
That's incredible.
Unreal.
Who's got a big game? Jose Ramirez? Who's putting up the fantasy numbers?
2 for 3 with 2 runs.
Anyone have like 7 RBI or anything crazy?
Stephen Kwan, the left fielder, 4 for 4. 4 for 4.
That's incredible.
Wow. And Ahmed Rosario and Owen, I mean, they're just all hitting really well. They just lit up whoever was pitching for the Royals today, who was Chris Bubik.
All right.
Second-year guy. No wonder why. Getting rocked.
Cubs actually going for a sweep of the Brewers, Mike.
That's right.
They're down 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. I would not have imagined the Cubs would sweep the Brewers opening weekend, and it doesn't look like they will, but they could. They could come back. I think it's a great start for them. The Dodgers, with all those big names, looks like they might lose their opening series against the Rockies. But as you know, baseball this time of year, it's too early. It is way too early to get too overly excited. I say, talk to me after 2 months. That's when I can start taking things seriously.
Yes.
Especially like with spring training, it seemed like everything just got rushed so quickly. Those guys didn't have the same offseason they typically do, so different guys might be on different rhythms.
We're going to see a really interesting back half of the season, I think.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And you know how it is in baseball, the same as college basketball. Whoever's playing the best down the stretch tends to do really well. It's not always about who the best is overall. So
I don't have any stats on this yet, but right now the Pods just put up 5 runs on the Diamondbacks in the 2nd inning.
Okay, without Fernando Tatis.
Without Tatis, they got Grisham, they got Machado, Cronenworth, but that's it right now. Austin Nola in the DH. That's a weird person in the DH.
Yes, it
I
is.
forgot they got Luke Voigt now from the Yanks.
Keelan Renz, I actually do. So he just got home from an Aiden Hutchinson signing. DOC value in his stock. He's the projected #1 overall pick. I think anytime you're going to be drafted #1 overall, even if you're a defensive lineman, I think there's got to be a lot of value. If he's great, you know, it could be a lot of value. But when you're drafted #1, I think his value might be better now than it could ever be.
It's possible.
I mean, it's like #1 draft pick.
Possible.
That's worth a lot for sure. Oh, there we go. Bob is talking to us about Rocky Sasaki. Had 19 strikeouts, so throwing a perfect game and a record-setting performance Sunday in Japan's top professional league. Sasaki 20 recorded the first perfect game in Nippon professional baseball since 1994 and the 16th in league history, according to multiple Japanese media outlets. Okay, so all the baseball clubs try and sign him.
All right, so how long do you think it'll be? What's the over-under on how long it'll be before he flops in the MLB?
Oh, my God.
I'm giving it 6 months. Giving it 6 months. Yeah, every club's going to be knocking down his door.
I mean, that's incredible. He's, how much? 20 years old? 20 years old. Reminds me of Kerry Wood when he had that 20 strikeout game early. Tim, are you a Bills fan? Says Dom. Who's Tim? Is Tim in here? Who's Tim?
Tim.
I don't know.
Tim Horton.
He's a really cool dude, and I want him in Detroit, LOL, says Keelan. Keelan must be a Lions fan. I think that'd be a great pickup. He actually played at Michigan, so that, you know, I don't know where he's from originally, but he's got that little Michigan connection.
Detroit Rock City.
Oh, Tim Becker, he liked my comment. Okay, Tim.
Oh.
There you go, Tim Becker. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a last call. So here's the deal. I said that if we get within 3 slots or less by 3:45, we're now at 4 slots or less. So I'm going to give you guys 6 minutes at 3:50. If that break is filled, we will break it. Otherwise, we are going home at 3:50, guys. 6 minutes here to fill up the double box break. That will be our last break unless we get a rush of orders on something else. So give you guys until 3:50 to close out the minis. If we are not closed at 3:50, that will be good momentum for our night show. Good momentum for our night show. He's from Michigan. There you go. Masahiro Tanaka had a pretty good career with the Yankees. He did, Bob. Who else we had? Ichiro Suzuki. I know he's not a pitcher, Mike, but Ichiro had a pretty good career.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count?
I'm calling pitchers only.
Pitchers only. Who was Daisuke Matsuzaka? Do you remember him?
Of course.
He was a Red Sox guy.
And his boy Hideki. There was 2 guys on the Red Sox that year. Can't remember now, but yeah. I don't know. Remember? You know who my favorite was?
Who's that?
Hideo Nomo.
Hideo Nomo had that jerky delivery. Legend of the game. Didn't he have a no-hitter at some point?
I believe so.
I think he had a no-hitter. In Godzilla, Hideki Matsui. He was a great player, the left-handed hitter.
Yes.
All right, guys. I've dropped the Chase double box break in the minis. 4 slots away. We have 4 minutes to close up that break. Otherwise, we will carry that over to tonight's show. 4 minutes. Let's close it up in the next 4 minutes. What's up?
2 no-hitters.
2 no-hitters for, well, it's like Hideo no mo. Get it? No mo hits for you.
No mo.
No mo hits for you.
Yeah, 2. 1 against the Rockies in 96 and 1 against, looks like the Orioles.
And that's back when the Orioles were good.
Yeah, correct, yes.
Back when they were good. All right, so I want to give a quick shout-out here while we wait a couple minutes to see if we close out the minis. A shout-out to Larry Rossland, Ray Ward, Zachary Erickson, Robert Boulay, Dominic Veluso, Bo Valley, John Taylor, Miguel Mendoza, Nicholas Lester, Eric Germani, Sean Plazola, Jose Alcala, Jason Amer, Chris Roberts, Charles, I'm going to try this, Mike, Botchatzer, Michael Lepre, Christopher Pesta, Steve Myers, and I think all those names are repeat orders. Ryan Murray as well, Nick Amaro, and Micah Gregory and Richard Roth, Michael Crisp. That is all the folks who played today in the break room. Want to give you guys a shout out. And Mike, I do want to ask you this because it's something that I like to ask before we go each show. Favorite hit of the day for you, Mike. Also for the folks in the chat. Favorite hit of the day.
I'm going to go with the bus.
Jerome Bettis, the first one. That was great. And it was a retro-looking Steelers full-size authentic helmet. My favorite hit was either that or the Emmitt Smith. I think the Emmitt Smith football at $21 a spot. I think Sean Pozzolo had a couple spots in there. That was definitely a cool hit. So, all right, guys, I've been very patient here. I did tell you guys that we had until 3:50 to close up those minis. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Let's close those up in the next 2 minutes. Otherwise, we are moving on to the night show with those. And that will be the last break unless we close up anything else while we do it. Of course, look at Bob's comment, Mike. Mine was the Reed jersey. It's the one he won, of course.
Yes, of course.
This one, Bob? This one, Andre Reed? This Reed jersey? Oh, man. Gotta love it.
You know what my second favorite hit of the day was?
What's that?
The Mike Singletary Flash.
Mike Singletary Flash was sick. That was sick. I also like the Marshall Faulk football. I'm a big Marshall Faulk guy. That was a fun pull. So a lot of good stuff in the break room today. Does not look like we're going to have a wheel spin, unfortunately, Mike. Hanging headliners was our chase. We are not going to have a wheel spin unless someone hops in the next minute and buys out all 10 slots. The beauty of buying out all 10 slots is you are going to get guaranteed win.
That's true. There's not a bad hit in that one.
A guaranteed win and a guaranteed wheel spin.
Yeah.
So it's...
Yeah, that's true. Guaranteed win and guaranteed gift card.
So you would probably, with the names we have in there, pretty much make up your money.
Where's Austin Caldwell when you need him?
Austin, where you at? Bueller. Austin. Where you at, Austin? Last call, guys, here. Next minute. Let's close up those minis. Wanted to be patient with you guys. We did knock off a slot, but we haven't gotten too much movement on those. So definitive last call here in the next minute. Otherwise, we close those up. We will rip those during the 8 o'clock program. We'll have something to rip right off the bat. I think that will do it, Mike. I have not gotten those orders in for that one. It is 3:50. Thank you for all your work today, Mike.
Of course.
Thank you for all our customers. You know this, Mike. Our break room wouldn't exist without the customers. So
no.
Special shout out to all of you. Mike, you're back hosting tomorrow at 7. Is that right?
That's right.
I'll be producing for you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I am back tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time with Steven in the producer's seat. Steven and I will see you tonight at 8. Have a great night, everyone. Bob is saying for you to enjoy your chicken, Mike.
I will. Thanks, Bob.
All right. See you guys tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. See you then.
Thank you for breaking with Ultimate Autographs in the UA Live Break Room. If you had an awesome time, you can join us again every day. We are live breaking certified sports memorabilia at noon and 7 p.m. Central Time every weekday and 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time on the weekends. As a reminder, if you purchased a spot in a break that did not fill, your spot will transfer to the next UA Live Breaks broadcast. Thanks again for breaking with Ultimate Autographs. We hope to see you again soon.